Hi everybody, Red Hill Eagle here, welcome back to the channel. This is episode 27 of A Broken Heart, WCW 1998. It's week 2 of June, so it's time for Nitro. And we kick off with Hollywood Hogan, the new world champion, is in the ring. Get a rating of 87 here to kick off. Hogan cutting a promo really, and just talking about now that he holds the gold, he has no concerns about possible suspension when the NWO take on the Alliance at Great American Bash. So last week, Eric Bischoff announced there'd be a new CEO, but that CEO has already instructed Bischoff to announce and implement a main event for Great American Bash. The Alliance will be taking on NWO, and the losers will be suspended unless you hold the gold. That is now Hogan. So whatever happens on Sunday, week 4 of June, Hogan will not be suspended, provided he's still the champion at the time of that event, of course. So yeah, 87, good start to the show. And then, of course, Hall and Nash come out, and they're just a little bit annoyed with Hogan, really. Like, Hogan, you've kind of been annoyed at us for the last couple of weeks for sort of getting involved and interfering. All we did was to try and help you, give you an advantage, try to allow you to capture that heavyweight championship, which is obviously even more important now. But we just get the vibe that you're getting a little bit selfish. All you care about is that survival. You don't care whether we're going to lose at Great American Bash or not, because you're going to be fine. You're not going to get suspended. Hogan, rather than sort of get angry about it, rather than sort of argue with them, he could sort of see their point of view. But he says, look, guys, there was nothing stopping you from making a challenge for the belt. But whatever happens now, we just stick together as a team and we just make sure that we win at the Great American Bash. Overall rating of 82. But then we hear some music. And Ric Flair appears and announces that he is the new CEO of WCW. So he's been away for a month or so. He's come back. He's announced that he is the new CEO. And he says, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, I can understand why you think your leader here has been a little bit selfish, but I can tell you now, he is not going to get an easy ride as champion. A lot of people want that belt, and I'll be letting them get an opportunity for it. Rating of 68, but the big news, Ric Flair is the new CEO of WCW. La Parka takes on Stevie Ray. I said last episode I wanted La Parka to have a good couple of wins over the next sort of few weeks, really cement his position as a recognisable worker. Rating of 55, didn't have much heat and terrible wrestling, but La Parka got the win in 12 minutes 9 seconds by pinfall with a skull bomb. We also had the storyline between Stevie Ray, Guerrero and Booker T advance, because, and it hasn't told me, which one is it? Here we go. Stevie Ray was distracted by Guerrero as the finish. So I know someone put a comment on one of my videos a while ago for you guys. It's only recently for me to read the comment, but he said that because I don't necessarily put it down as the guy who was distracted or interfered with, it wouldn't put it down. You might not see it here. But here's an example where, he was distracted as the finish, and it hasn't put it there. So I don't know what that's all about. Hopefully that's changed with the new game, and we'll know by the time you guys see this video. And post-match, Guerrero is still hanging around, and he starts to beat down Stevie Ray. But of course, Booker T comes out to make the save. Nothing more to say about that. Just keep the storyline going. It has lost heat, unfortunately, and a 48 probably hasn't helped it much at all. The Dudley Boys take on Mortis and Raph. So yeah, the Dudleys made their debut a week or so ago, and we want to keep the momentum going with them, give them some wins, get them over. It's a 63 rating here, and they do get the win over Mortis and Raph. So we've got two unimportant guys here defeating two recognisable, and there was no argument. There was no kind of we're upset about the finish. Nothing like that. It was only disqualification, but still, in 9 minutes 56. Wrath was the one who was disqualified whilst he was fighting Bubba Ray Dudley. And Sid Mortis carried the match here. Interesting. 64 compared to everyone else's sort of mid to late 40s. Yeah, 63 overall. Loads of green as well, actually. Chemistry, tag team specialist. Nice. In a 63 rated segment, Gorilla Monsoon announces that next week, Kurt Hennig will be defending the US title. I've written TV title there. He'll be defending the US title against Booker T. And then Kurt Hennig comes in and he just cuts a promo. He just gets his reaction to the news that he'll be defending his belt. And Kurt Hennig, yes, he's a heel, but he understands that he's got to defend the belt. And but I've got no problems with taking on someone like Booker T. I know I can beat him quite easily, really. He's distracted with some other things going on with his brother at the moment. I don't really see a problem in this match at all. Overall rating of 63. Goldberg takes on Conan. Pleased with this, 75. I originally wanted this to go on for about 14 minutes, but Goldberg can't cope. He can't do it. And it's kind of making me rethink his push and the plans I've got for him. I mean, he's the kind of guy who at some point he should get the belt. But if he can't go, I mean, I've got to be clever how I book him. I get that. But, I want people who can, we can't get world-class scores with matches less than 15 minutes. So got to kind of think about it. But he gets the win here in 10 minutes 16 by pinfall with a jackhammer. But we did have Bam. I can't speak today. We did have Bam Bam Bigelow come out and distract Goldberg. See, it's written that one there, and that wasn't even the finish. But okay, whatever. Randy Savage cuts a promo on Chris Jericho. Nothing more to say about this one. Wanted to get the storyline on there, keep it hot. 84 rating has obviously helped it a lot. Very pleased with that one. So yeah, Randy Savage just cutting a promo on Chris Jericho. Then we've got Royal T taking on Chris Benoit and Dean Malenko. Still desperate to get Steven Regal over. Really just need to keep doing this, keep giving him wins. And I know somewhere along the line eventually we're just going to have to bite the bullet and say, right, you're beating a well-known or a star. Well, we'll see. But, we don't have many tag teams at that end of the card. So going to kind of have to think about it, really. But it's a 66 rating overall for this one. And 7 minutes 32, Steven Regal forced Chris Benoit to submit with the Regal stretch. Gino Klund interviews Brett, and it's just a bit of a promo on Lex Luger. Rating of 82, really good, keeping this storyline hot. Basically just saying, with Liz by my side, I'm as strong as ever. Whatever happens, I can't lose, really. I've got the girl of my dreams, and I'm just as strong as I'll ever be with Liz by my side. So that's kind of it, really. We just wanted to keep that storyline going. Yeah, just trying to think of other ways, really, to sort of get Lex, and Brett's story kind of changing things up a bit and just keep developing it, really, and sort of get Liz a little bit more involved. And then I've got a match with Lex Luger as he takes on Six, and it's a 71 rating, which is pretty decent. Lex Luger gets the win in 11 minutes 9 seconds by pinfall with a running forearm smash. So yeah, nothing more to say about this one. Wanted to get Lex on the card. Haven't really used him in matches much. He tends to be in quite a lot of angles. And again, that goes back to saying I've just got so many people I want to get over at the moment and feature. The guys that are over, I've still got to sort of feature them. So yeah, 71 for this one. Pleased with that one. And then we've got a backstage segment where Chris Jericho ambushes Randy Savage and they just brawl. So it's a 78. Pleased with that as well. Again, keep this storyline going. It hasn't gained heat, but it's already a really, really decent storyline for us. So yeah, unless it's going to hit sort of the mid to late 80s now, I don't think it's going to gain much more heat. But no, I'm pleased with that. And then we've got our main event. So Sid Vicious helped Hogan win the title last week against Sting. So Sting obviously wanted some sort of revenge. Didn't think this would get an 83. I must admit, I was a little bit worried about this main event, purely because I think Sid is only well known. He might just be in the star category. I don't think he is, though. So, yeah, I kind of relying on Sting to sort of carry it. But looking at that, I mean, yeah, Sid got 63 with Sting getting an 82. So, yeah, I mean, Sting was obviously the better worker. But, no, I'm really pleased with an 83 rating. He gets the win in 14 minutes 56 using the Scorpion Deathlock. And then post-match, we've got Diamond Dallas Page appearing. and he just taunts Sid. This is a storyline that I've not done a lot with, and I realise I kind of like I need to keep it going. It gets a 78 this segment, which helps the storyline gain heat. So that's another good thing for us. Yeah, just taunting Sid for getting the loss, and Sid's obviously pretty annoyed. So the final score 83. I mean, things are just looking up, so much now. I've got no complaints at the moment. Storylines are obviously working. We had that penalty for so long about the storylines. I knew we'd get there. I knew we'd eventually crack it. It just took a bit of time, get a few more people over, and now those people that are over, obviously they're in storylines. We've got more better storylines, which obviously helps that. So that's the end of this one. I could go back and look backstage, but I don't think there's going to be much. I mean, still fingers crossed that Steven Regal's moved up to recognisable, but I'm not holding my breath for that one. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this one. I'm still recording throughout July to get a few videos of this series up. As I've said before, not quite sure what's going to happen with it when TEW 9 is released. When I say when, by the time you watch this, it will have been released, and I would have been playing it, and quite possibly have a few videos featuring it. So yeah, we're going to kind of see how it goes. But I've still got, what is it, the 4th of July today? Yeah, so not quite sure what's going to go on with this series, but for the moment, I've still got plenty of time to be recording some videos, and I hope you're still watching, even though there's probably lots of TEW 9 videos out there now. But yeah, I'm going to sign off before I waffle and bore you even more, and just let you all know that I'll be back soon. Take care, everybody. Goodbye.